Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will discuss about the functions available with the string type of variable. Now, what if I would like to take a message, the size of this message variable? What is the length or the size of the variable? To know the size of the variable from a string, you can use the message.length property. So if I just simply type in message.length, so length is the property of the string class, and you can utilize that to get the result. Now there are two ways we can perform the operations on any of the string. Either you perform the operation on the string variable itself, like we are doing it here in the case of to get the length of a message variable, I am using the length variable itself, and then I'm calling the method of that variable. Another way is you can use the string data type, which is a structure. So within that structure itself, if you type in a dot, then you would find that the number of methods available with this structure itself, and that will obviously require to pass different values. For example, if I would like to compare it, then I need to provide two or one or more string values which I wanted to compare it, right? So that's another way. In this demo, we are going to use the string variable itself, and we will look at all its method and properties of which we can use. Let's say, what if I would like to compare this message string with some other string value? To get the comparison, we can use the compare to method. So we have a compare to method which requires a string, which require a target string on which against which you would like to have a comparison, and the result will be returned as in positive integer or negative integer. Now the next operation which we can use, if you have a requirement to find a specific character or a word from a string. For example, I want to find whether my string contains this text, which is our. How do I do that? To get or to find a specific character, you can use the contains operator or contains method. So contains method will give a result as in boolean true or false, depending upon whether a specified text found in the given string or not. So in this case, let's say our is a parameter we are passing, so we know that our is already contains in this message text, so it will return true. What about if we would like to check whether a string starting from a specific word or character or not? Let's say in this case our string message is starting with subscribe. So if we want to check whether our string is starting with a subscribe value or a subscribe text or not, to know that we can use the start with method. So we have a start with it, and the start with it, just to give you an idea, we can provide the value of character or string which you would like to check, and that is again it will return boolean true or false. What if I would like to get or fetch the part of this substring? So for example, if I would like to get the part of initial 10 character of the string, then how do I do that? To fetch the part of the string, what you can use is we can use the substring. To fetch the part of the string, you can use the substring method. So you have a substring method, and which requires a starting index, which means from which index you would like to cut your string as a result, and how many characters you want. So let's say I want 12 characters as a result to this. Next is, what if I would like to get the last word of or the character of the string, or the last index or the first index of the string. For example, I want to see how many times this character O is being used. You can see that there are 5 occurrences of this. So what is the last index? When is the last time it is being used? So I can use the last index method and I can provide the value of the correct character or the text itself. Both of them will work fine. You can use the character as well, like this, and it will try and find the last index. Similarly, you can have a first index as well if I want to use, so I can use the first index as well, or we don't have any first index, it is just index. So index of, so that will return the first index of character or string available within that message. What if I want to insert some text in between this particular message variable? To insert a variable or the string, we can use the insert method, and insert method requires the start index or index from where or on which you would like to append your text, and then what text you want to append. It could be a character or it could be a string. Next we have is, let's say if I would like to add some paddings on this string, pad to the left or pad to the right, things like that, for example, like this, or any padding character I want to add to the string message, then I can use the pad left or pad right. So we have a pad right as well. Then of course this requires what is the total size of the string after padding. So let's say if the total size is, I want to make it as in 50, and then what is your padding character you want to use. You cannot use a special character, star I want to use. This method will check the length of the string. If it is less than 50, which is given here, then it will add those many characters on the left of the string unless the total length of the string is 50. Next you have the pad right as well, like we said. What if I would like to remove a part of the string, like we have get the substring to get the substring value. What if I would like to remove the string value? I can use the remove method. Remove method, again, it is same as the substring method. It requires a start index and then the number of letters or characters you want to remove. So it is starting from 5th index, and in total 14 characters we want to remove from a string. So that's how we use the remove method. So as you can see that we have got, this is our original string which is printed as part of line number 14. Then we have a length of the string which is 37. Compared to the result, we have got result as in 1. Contains our as in character, yes it contains, so it has returned true. Start with subscribe, yes it is starting with subscribe. To get the part of the string subscribe to, so we are getting a part of string which is in total there are 12 characters we have mentioned, so it's returning the 12 characters in result. So this was about the string functions as such with .NET, how to use them, and when it requires to use, then what all functionalities it has got. I hope you have found this useful. If it is, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you.